So Swedish schools are going back to analog books. Can you believe that? We live in an era where it's making headlines that schools are using textbooks again. And apparently Sweden had gone all in on tablets and laptops, and now they're going back to books and paper. Oh my gosh, guys. Now, will these books be current, or is it going to be like when I was in school and the books were like 15 years old by the time we got them? But no, I think this is a good thing. I think we need to get kids away from screens 24/7. You want to know why people are so terminally online. You want to know why they're so easily brainwashed and why a lot of people, frankly, are depressed. I think it's because they're connected to screens 24/7. Their phones, they're learning, their jobs. They go home, they watch, whatever. I'd say TV. Nobody even watches TV. They watch TikTok. And this isn't good. We're losing that connection. We're losing the ability to be human. And then when the machines come in and take over, well, it's just the next logical step, right? So this is coming from the BBC. Back to books. Sweden's schools cutting back on digital learning. They said the Swedish government's championing a renewed focus on physical books, actual paper and pens in classrooms, and it's designed to reverse falling literacy levels. Yeah, when the machine thinks for you, you don't have to think anymore, right? And kids are, no offense to any kids watching this short, but guys, there's some pretty dumb kids out there. Like basic stuff that we knew in school just a couple of decades ago, kids just don't know because the machine does everything for them. Doubling down on analog tools has drawn criticism from tech companies, of course. They're not making money. Educators and computer scientists who argue it could impact pupils' employment prospects and even damage the Nordic nation's economy. And these kids would be insulated if the internet went down, right? If we have no more technology, they would be completely insulated. At a high school in Nacka, just outside of Stockholm, final year students are unpacking laptops from rucksacks and tote bags alongside items they say they use less frequently a few years ago. I now go home from school with new books and paper, says Sophie. She says one teacher has started printing all the text that we use during the lesson, while a digital learning platform and math lesson has been swapped out for textbook-only teaching. So you have to learn how to math. It didn't last that long. Apparently, this started in 2019 that they were forcing all the kids to use tablets. Now they're like, maybe this isn't a good thing. Maybe we need to go back to basics. Maybe the kids will actually learn something if they have to do it by hand. I'm just saying. We should do it here too.